All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to Empowering Morning Conversations. And for the benefit of those who are watching us online and for all our friends here, let me quickly tell you what are we doing here. So the Empowering Morning Conversations were designed so that we can have a life that comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. So if you look carefully at whatever you're doing, the reason for what you're doing is that eventually you'd like to have a life of ease. Ease means what? Freedom from struggle. Joy, you understand very much. And glory, what is glory? So let some of our friends enlighten you. What is glory, do you think? Vetrivel, what is glory? Kunan, what's glory? Kunan will be doing his prayers right now.
According to me, glory is whatever thing we have, the best version of that. Whatever comes to us, the best comes to us.
Yeah, glory is respect, recognition, love, everything that you're looking for. It's a feeling of glory, right? So how do we do that? We are shifting us from survival mode to a create mode. Like if you're normal, people, ordinary people, what's happening? We are only dealing with survival matters on a day-to-day basis. So while we are doing that, survival means what? Making sure that we have roti, kapda, makan, whatever it is, that our basic needs are met, urgencies are taken care of. Okay, and that does not leave us much time to create a life that we dream about. So dreams remain dreams. And then we escape to a world of movies and fantasy to feel good, right? Instead of creating that world for ourselves, really, what we dream about, we escape into various other things, right? Second purpose of Empowering Morning Conversations is that we get rid of or dissipate all the negativity that we are being bombarded with all the time. You don't want to stay in that negativity. So whatever we do here, the conversations we have, the exercises that we do, helps us to get out of that negativity. Attitudinally, we want and we are doing things that will help you to be a possibility seeker rather than a complainer. So what are the situations in which we normally complain? Situations where things are not working the way we want. So we are complaining. But we know very well that simply complaining silently or otherwise, it does not help us to get what we desire. The ability to see possibilities in any situation will help us to take the right actions so that we can get what we desire. So enterprising people, they always see possibilities where ordinary people see roadblocks and obstacles. So what we do here will help you to increase your focus and your energy. We also have a formula that we work by, and this is called the performance formula. So obviously, if you desire anything, you'll have to do something to get it. You'll have to be something to get it. So P means performance, small p means potential. As a human being, as an intelligent human being, as an extraordinary human being, you and I have the potential, inherent potential. That means knowledge, skills, aptitude, ability to learn, all these things we already have. So what is stopping us in life is the interferences. And interferences can be internal interferers or external interferers. So let's look at, so potential interferers would be in your own mind. They could be in your body, due to the body. It could be due to your negative emotions. So we deal with all that over here. Some of the interferences that we have, number one, biggest interferer is our tendency to be so easily influenced by the circumstances. So when you're always being influenced by the circumstances, You are not in control of your life. You are not in control of your dreams. The biggest reason why we live a life of survival is that we are always controlled by the circumstances. The other interferer is our own negative beliefs, our assumptions, and our habits. Habits which are counterproductive, habits that are not aligned with our intentions. So if your intention is, I must be rich, and your habit is that you're a lazy fellow and you don't want to do anything, obviously you are not going to be rich. So habits which are not aligned with your intentions, that is a very big interferer. Our automatic reactive behavior. So as you are all aware, we are probably reacting more than 95% of the time. We are in a state of reaction, we are in a state of resistance, right? Doesn't allow for any possibilities to happen in our life. Unreality. Our view of reality has nothing to do with what is really real out there. हम अपने सपनों की दुनिया में रहते हैं. Conflicts, upsets. You may be surprised to know how upset you are and how often you are upset and how much an upset will derail you. गाड़ी पटरी पे चल रही है, derail हो जाती है when you get an upset. Negative emotional states, so much connected with upsets, so much connected with conflicts. Lack of correct knowledge. See, most of what we do has got something to do with what we learned in the past. Now, that knowledge might have been correct when you received it, okay? Today is not yesterday. So maybe yesterday's knowledge is not very relevant today. Lack of focus. So this is a disease that many of us have. We get so many things that we are interested in that we are never able to focus on one thing. Imagine you want to be self-reliant, self-dependent, earning money, but your focus is not on that. It's on everything else that gives you pleasure. So does it mean that you give up getting pleasure in your life? No. But definitely it means that focus on the means. Means if you don't have money, how will you get pleasure? You will borrow money to get pleasure, then you will not return it. How long can you keep borrowing money? So if you don't focus on what you desire, you will definitely not get it. And then you will get into a low energy state. So ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be doing a session where we are going to find out about our upsets and learn how to deal with them. How would you like that? So to begin with, I have a question for you. What are you upset about in your life right now? Now, a lot of people, they may be having an upset inside, but they go around pretending. You ask them how are things, everything very good, very good, very good. Inside, they may be upset. I call that an ostrich attitude, You do not want to accept the facts, so you pretend everything is okay. So question number 1, what are you upset about? Yes, Reddy Garu.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I am upset about myself because I am not meeting my own expectations.
Right. And how does that upset show up? I mean, what are the effects of that upset? What would be visible to you? What are you doing because you're upset? Another way of asking is, what are you not doing because you're upset?
I'm not focusing on what I'm supposed to.
Because upset takes away your energy and attention.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very nice. Thank you very much for sharing it. And I request everybody else also to look into it and say, what are you upset about today? Yes, Vetri.
For me, the upset factor is always it is there standardly that I can do something better, but I'm still doing this, that gap.
I think you'll have to explain to me what you're trying to say.
Like desire versus what I'm doing. More or less comes to focus only, but still there is a standard upside. It goes on. Like I have potential, I can do better. But am I doing it? It's not.
Okay, so that is the reason. So you're upset because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
And you know also what you're supposed to be doing.
That is a big pain point.
Okay, very nice. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. So what about the others? What are you upset about today, Kunen?
Yeah, very good morning, sir.
Good morning to you, Kunen.
I was just thinking right now, and what is coming to me is that somewhere I'm upset that in my life journey, at the early age or wherever it was required, I had no correct knowledge. Maybe
Okay.
one of the reasons. And because of lack of correct knowledge, I took many decisions which are not giving the pleasure.
Okay.
So, but I'm trying to correct myself. But when I look back, time has gone. That was the reality that time. And that made me upset that had someone given me the right knowledge or I had the correct knowledge that time, but can't do now anything.
Yeah. So are you carrying your past upset with you?
I not caring, but time to time, if in the current situation, the impact of the past upsets or the wrong actions give the results, it makes me upset.
Okay. Fine. So when we look into it deeper a little while later, then you see how it alters. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for sharing. Yes, Abhinav.
Well, Sukhdev, I am upset because life is things just come and hit me. It's like मैं ठीक कार चला रहा हूँ and someone comes and hit me out of nowhere. That is how what is my experience of life is. Whether it is my office, whether it is my home. So see, when I make a mistake, I understand. If I'm like if I too much of sugar, then I know I messed up. My sugar level will go up and I will feel sleepy. I understand that. But and when I'm driving incorrectly, jumping a red light, then if I hit something, I understand it's my mistake. But it's like मैंने तो कोई गलती नहीं करी. I made no mistake. I've done everything right, and yet things come and hit me hard.
Okay, I got it. All right.
Yeah.
Very, very classic one. And lots of people have it.
Yeah, and I don't know then what to do. मैंने क्या गलती करी? What did I go wrong? जहाँ situation in which people should have thanked me, my client should have thanked me. Now they're like abusing me mentally, maybe not by words, but mentally they're upset with me. So I'm also upset because people are upset with me. Yeah.
Now, by the way, I want to ask you, can you read people's minds?
I can't read people's mind, but I can read their faces and their mails.
Okay. And you can see expressions on the faces of people. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. Or their written messages. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thank you very much for sharing it. Okay. What about the others? What are you upset about? See, what Abhinav is talking about is what he gets upset about usually. Yeah. My question is also, what are you upset about now, right now, today, at this point of time in your life? Yes, Kamal.
Yes, sir. So I'm upset somewhere because I'm not moving swiftly in my professional career, no, the way I should be.
Mm-hmm.
It's not moving that way.
Okay.
There I'm upset somewhere. Also, I'm
Okay.
upset in another ways. I'm not consistent in my actions and goals. No, it start and then it will break. Then it will again start and it will break, kind of thing. So consistency is lacking.
But got it. I got it. Thank you very much for sharing. But also, look, are you upset or you're dissatisfied?
Upset, more
Okay.
upset.
All right. All right. Okay. What about the others? We have only 5-6 people have spoken. What about the others? We have 19 people total on this call today. So congratulations to all you 19 people for being there. Are you carrying an upset? Are you upset today? Yes, no. Kasa has also put it on the message that he is upset because of some financial state or something like that. What about the others? Others are not able to hear my question or? Yes, Sagar. After Sagar, Rashmi. Yes, Sagar.
So, like what I am upset means like what I am upset about. Right now, I think whatever I want is happening. So, I don't want to blame what I wanted or whatever I wanted happened. So there is nothing that I am upset about. Though, like
Really?
yes, sir. I think whatever I wanted is happening. So I'm not upset about, but like the choices I am making, maybe it has its own consequences, and I am facing all the consequences.
Okay, wonderful. So you're a person who doesn't have a conscience, is it?
Or conscience.
Conscience मालूम है क्या होता है?
I only listen this word. I don't know the meaning.
Conscience you don't know?
Conscience means I don't know.
Oh.
I heard from like Sadhguru, all these people.
That's very interesting. Okay, we will tell you. Rashmi is going to share and then she'll tell you what it means also. Yes, Rashmi, go ahead.
Yeah, for Deepak ji, I'm just actually quite a lot upset because I've just had a little bit of a tragedy back home, and I am upset because it needn't have been. And yeah, so I'm still reeling a little bit with that.
Okay, who are you upset with?
I'm upset with the parents of the little girl. I'm upset at a lot of different levels at this point. I'm
Okay.
upset also with myself for not being helpless. I'm upset with the system. I'm upset with so many levels. Sorry, I can't talk about it in detail.
That's okay. That's okay. You don't have to talk about it. And can you tell Sagar what is the meaning of the word conscience?
Yes.
Andar ki awaaz,
Zamir ki आवाज.
ज़मीर की आवाज.
वो आवाज जो आपको बोलती है कि भाई तुम गलत कर रहे हो, मत करो. वो आवाज जो आपको बताती है कि अच्छा बुरा क्या है. Okay, so everybody has shared, most people have shared about their upset. Okay, now, first of all, what
Sir,
makes you upset? Yes,
Sorry. So can I say?
yeah, sure. I didn't
Yeah.
see your hand raised, so I didn't ask you. Sorry. Yes, go ahead.
Sir, I'm upset because I am going to my skin specialist today, so I don't know what the result is going to be. That's
Okay.
upset. That's what's upsetting me. And I'm quite choked about it.
Oh my God, the result may be very good also, no?
Yes.
So are you assuming that the result may be bad?
I'm thinking, I keep thinking positive. I do keep thinking positive. There's nothing big. Don't think negative.
Hmm.
But I still don't know. I'm very upset about it.
How is that any how do you know you're upset, by the way?
Because I'm afraid of the result. What she's going to tell me.
I'm not asking you why you're upset. I'm saying, how do you know that you're upset?
Because I keep getting pit in my stomach.
Uh-huh. Okay. I got it. All right. Thank you very much, Hasina ji, for sharing that.
Please pray for me.
I'm certainly right now.
Thank you.
It's only a skin issue, right?
Yes, I know.
It's not gangrene or anything. So
Yes, I know. I keep thinking that also. I said it's only skin. That's okay. I do keep thinking on those lines also, but off and on I slip.
Hmm. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, when there is an upset, first question, and it's interesting that Hasina ji shared what she shared just now. We can use that as an example. There is something that has happened, or in her case, what is it? Something is going to happen. She's going to go to a doctor. So what is happening? She's just going to a skin specialist. That's what has happened. So what is making her upset? What she is saying about that visit. She's saying something to herself about it. Yeah. Is everybody clear on that? She's going to a skin specialist is a fact. That's what is going to happen. Is that upsetting her? No. What is making her upset is what she is saying to herself about it. You see the distinction? So what is she saying to herself about it? God
Hope
knows what
everything's
will
going to be
happen.
all right.
I hope nothing bad happens. Right? And there's a lot of old stuff that she's carrying about going to doctors and hearing bad news from them. So I hope I don't get some bad news. Something like that she's saying to herself, and that is making her upset. Not going to the doctor is making her upset.
Yes.
Is that clear to you? So everyone here, if whatever you're upset about, be very clear. What is happening is what is happening. That is not making you upset. What you are saying about it to yourself, that is what is making you upset. See,
Right.
take what Kunen was sharing with us. Something happened when he was young. He did not take the right decisions. Okay? He's upset now. Something happened then. So did something that happened then, is that making him upset, or what he is saying to himself about it? जो हुआ या हो रहा है वो आपको अपसेट कर रहा है, या आप अपने आप को उसके बारे में क्या बोल रहे हो वो आपको अपसेट कर रहा है? Think about it.
What you're thinking is upsetting you.
What thinking, or what you're saying to yourself about it, or in what way you are interpreting the situation.
Yes, yes.
That is causing your upset, not what is happening. Yes, Guru Nandan.
So that means our own thoughts are upsetting us.
Yeah, what else do you think?
Yeah, that's what I think. It's
See,
but at the same time, our thoughts can obviously that means we need to focus on our thoughts.
Wait,
Because-
I'm not using the word thought. I'm using the word interpretation.
Right, got it, sir. Right.
See, there is something happening, you're interpreting. Let me give you an example.
Yeah.
All right, there is a friend of mine who owes a lot of money to somebody.
Okay,
He's not upset about it.
okay.
ठीक है? Because he's saying to himself, चलता है, नहीं दूंगा तो क्या कर लेगा? कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. ठीक है ना? So he's not upset about it. When I was to owe money to somebody, I was not happy with myself at all. And I
Correct,
was not happy until I returned it.
correct,
Because I was saying to myself कि मुझे किसी का उधार अपने सिर के लेके मरना नहीं है.
correct.
ठीक है ना? So what will make you upset is what you're saying about it.
Agreed.
So when I was getting upset with my interpretation, I said, all right, तुमको वापस करना है ना, तुम्हारी नियत है वापस देने की. Answer was yes, हाँ है. So what is the point of getting upset right now? Find
Correct,
a way to pay him back.
correct.
So can you imagine with that attitude, I was able to pay back 1 crore rupees to that person
Wow.
with
Wow.
interest. And so much
Wow.
so that he got so ashamed of himself at one point and he said, interest chhod do. So a good man, but an
Wow.
angry man he was. Because what I said to myself at that time was कि मैं उसके पैसे भी वापस करूंगा, अपना रिश्ता भी बिगड़ने नहीं दूंगा. I will not spoil my relationship also with him.
Wow.
I will not feel bad that he is asking it, you know. And not only that, he had not only, I mean, obviously I had to pay him the money, he had put so many cases on me also.
My God.
So I had all the reasons to be upset. Right? But I did not let myself get upset because I know if I get upset, I'll never be able to do the right action. See, upsets are not bad, they are indicators. Okay. So that upset or that something unexpected, it happened. I never thought it will happen. See, Abhinav was sharing with us that when something unexpected happened, मैं तो सब कुछ ठीक कर रहा हूँ, suddenly किसी ने कुछ किया, I get affected by it. It happens, right? You're living very peacefully, suddenly there's an earthquake and everything is destroyed. Can you do something about it?
No.
Right? Now you can be upset because you are saying कि ये क्यों हुआ, नहीं होना चाहिए था, मेरे साथ ही क्यों होता है, मेरी किस्मत खराब है, and stuff like that you're saying, it's making you more upset.
Yes.
So the first thing to remember when there is an upset, ladies and gentlemen, is what is happening is not upsetting us. What we are saying to ourselves about it, that is upsetting us.
Yes.
What meaning we are giving to it.
Yeah.
In what way we are interpreting that situation, that is going to make us upset or not. Okay, so that's one thing. Yes, Kunen sir.
No, sir. Okay, carry on, sir. I'll call. Talk later.
Okay, now, yes, Sagar.
I think you go on, sir. You want to say something, so.
No, you say whatever is coming to your mind. It's okay. Because it will not allow you to listen if I don't clear it with you right now. Similarly, Kunen, if you want to say something, you say it.
Yeah, what's coming to me, sir? This is what I'm practicing these days. There is a situation, external circumstances that's happening not as per my desire, which is in a way upsetting with the interpretation. But I'm trying to now give a meaning to learn that what is this situation giving me message to teach me.
Yeah.
And I remember your statement that every experience provides an opportunity to become a better version of myself.
Exactly, exactly.
So I try to find what is the message for me to improve myself with this situation, which I am interpreting as upsetting, but there could be some
Beautiful.
good.
Beautiful. So you have, see, so there is always an interpretation. The question to ask is, we choose a negative interpretation and get upset.
Yes.
And there be another empowering interpretation also. The empowering interpretation is, what is this situation teaching me? right? That's an empowering interpretation. Like recently what happened in some company, a very senior person lost her job. Okay. Very suddenly. Person was the top performer and everything. And suddenly it was decided to sack her within 2 days out. Okay. And a whole lot of people were upset. Okay. The person who was reporting to that person, very upset. I don't want to work here. I'm going to resign you. So I said, what is your interpretation about it? Interpretation is it's very bad. If they can do it to them, to her, such a top performer, they can do to me also. I don't want to work here. Okay? I said, what can be an empowering interpretation in this situation? Okay. And the person was not able to find out an empowering interpretation. I said, what is the learning in it for you? Was not able to see it. Okay. There will be sometimes situation like that also. It's not that simple, right? Sometimes you can see that, okay, I am giving it a negative meaning. So let me give it another meaning. A meaning is a meaning, right? It's not the truth.
Yes.
Something is happening. You are only saying something about it. It's not the truth.
Yeah.
It is only an interpretation. You can say something else about it.
Correct.
Empowering one, like what can I learn from this situation? If God has given me this situation, it's for my benefit. So what's the benefit in it? You can say that also, right? But have you noticed there are times you cannot do that? You're so stuck. So that's why I want to move on to the next part of an upset. Whenever there is an upset, there are a couple of things which will be present over there. Okay. The first thing that will be present over there is you have an unfulfilled expectation. So each and every one of you who shared about your upset, right, look at your upset and see what is your unfulfilled expectation about it. In the example that I was giving you, the person was upset. I said, what is your unfulfilled expectation? And the person said, I was this person has been so supportive, always sheltering me from, seniors and protecting me. And my expectation was that this person will always be around to support me. Right? Is this a realistic expectation? Yeah, so look at your expectations. Whatever expectation you have. Some people get upset because they make a mistake. Okay, so what's your unfulfilled expectation? The expectation is I should never make a mistake. So if you have a point of view that I should never make a mistake, your expectation is I should never make a mistake, then all your past mistakes will upset you. You will always remember कि मैंने कितनी बड़े blunder किए अपने जिंदगी में. Is it realistic to expect that you will never make a mistake? Right? Like someone was sharing, suddenly something unexpected happens. मैंने तो कुछ गलत नहीं किया, but something happens and it affects my life. Okay? Is it realistic to expect that accident will never happen? Is it realistic to expect that people will not make mistake? Is it realistic to expect that, everybody who borrows money from you will return it? So if you're a fool and you're giving money to someone and he's not returning it, there's no point in being upset about it. So there is a unfulfilled expectation. Now, another thing that might be there in a situation of an upset is a broken promise. So if you made a promise to someone, you did not keep it, you will be upset. If somebody made a promise to you and they did not keep that promise, then also you'll be upset. Now, with the same person, when I was interacting, I said, okay, what is the promise that has been broken? I said, did somebody promise you that your boss will always remain the same boss? The person said no. I said, then. So you check and see. If you're upset, What is your expectation that is not fulfilled? Is your expectation a realistic one or unrealistic one? Second one, is there a promise that somebody made and broke? Or did you break a promise? And the third one is somebody is trying to stop you from doing something. That also makes you upset. Okay. You want to do something, they are not letting you do it. Let us say that you belong to a very big industrial family and all. You want to do your own thing. You want to pursue your own profession, but your parents are telling you, no, you have to do only this. You have to work in the factory. You have to look after my business. Then also they'll be upset. No? So how many things we've covered? 3, unfulfilled expectation, broken promise. You got that? And the third one is somebody is stopping you from doing what you want to do. That will also upset you. And the fourth one, which is more important, is an undelivered communication. Undelivered communication का मतलब क्या होता है? आप कुछ कहना चाहते हो, आप कह नहीं रहे हो. Or you're not able to say it. For example, you want to tell someone, "Ki Baba, why are you so angry with me? I love you so much. I never tried to hurt you purposefully." But you're not able to say it because the person is not coming in front of you. So it's called undelivered communication. You may want to say to someone, "Listen, I'm sorry, I'm not able to do this. I don't know how to do it. So I'm not able to keep my promise." You're not even able to say that. That also will upset you. You want to say something to someone, they don't even want to listen to you. They say, no, don't. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. That will also upset you. So what are the different aspects we covered? Situation doesn't upset you, your own interpretation about the situation that upsets you. Interpretation means what you are telling to yourself about it. That upsets you. And whenever there is an upset, you need to go below it and see what is present over there. Is it an unfulfilled expectation? Because if you have an expectation, it might be really an expectation. Okay, great. It's a realistic expectation. But did you communicate it to the person who was supposed to fulfill that expectation? A lot of time we have an expectation, but we never told the other person that I'm expecting this from you. Or you have expressed your expectation. You told someone, I want this from you. And they promised you, yes, I will give it to you. But they broke their promise. Now, in that situation, what do? You want to tell them that, listen, you've broken your promise. Why have you done like this? But we are not saying it. That will also upset you. So what should you do? Call them up and speak to them. You can even, tell them, okay, forget it. I release you from your promise. Chhod diya. Or you tell them, okay, what can I do to help you to keep the promise to me? So convert an upset into an action. And that action begins with the communication. So unfulfilled expectation, broken promise, and third is thwarted intention. That means somebody is trying to stop you from doing what you want. And the last one is undelivered communication. All right. So after sharing all this, I want to ask you, do you see some possibility for action right now? Yes.
Yes, sir. I think there are some possibility to take action, and I like to say that one thing is that I think it's very much essential to know oneself. So if if I know myself, then whatever action I'm going to take will be the fruitful action. So it will not upset anybody. So I think communication and this expectation things. Do first one have to know oneself.
Yeah, आप सुनो, you're talking about know oneself.
Yes, yes.
This is what you're getting to know, na, yourself.
Right, sir. Right.
In a situation when you're upset, knowing oneself का मतलब क्या हुआ कि in this situation, what is my unfulfilled expectation?
Right, sir.
You're knowing yourself only, na? What is the broken promise that is making me upset? That is also knowing yourself.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Who is blocking me that I'm getting upset? What is that communication I want to do which I'm not doing that is making me upset? तो ये knowing yourself में ही आता है ना?
Right, sir.
कि
Right.
knowing yourself का मतलब होता है कि मैं अगर upset हूँ इस वक्त, why am I upset? Because somebody else may not be upset in the same situation. So when you look into it, this is the way of looking at within yourself. You got it, Sagar?
Yes, sir.
So good point. Communication and looking within yourself to find out what are your unfulfilled expectations, what is the broken promise, right? How are you getting stopped? Right? And when you find out how you're getting stopped, use communication to overcome that blockage. Great, thank you. Yes, Abhinav.
Yeah, so the some of the specific things about which I was upset was that one of my friends got very upset with me, but I didn't go to his daughter's marriage because मेरी भांजी की शादी was also the same day. So
Unfulfilled
he got very
expectation.
upset. He got so upset and he actually abused me over phone.
Yeah,
so
so-
I blocked him. मैं कहा रिश्ता खत्म. And so
Yeah.
now I'm going to call him up and apologize to him, get present
Yeah.
to what he went through. दूसरा
Yeah.
there was a client
एक
who got
minute,
very upset.
जल्दबाजी मत करो. Now,
हाँ,
your friend had an unfulfilled expectation. He was
Yes.
expecting his best friend to be
Yes.
coming, right?
yeah, yeah,
Was there a broken promise also? Did you promise him that I'll come?
no,
So at least it's not a broken promise.
yeah.
Yeah. So what is the communication? You are also upset, no? That is
Yeah,
why
I
you
am
wanted
upset
to block him.
because of his reaction. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is your unfulfilled expectation? He is my good friend. He should not get angry
If-
with me like this.
This happens. See, when you have heavy saya, so if you have 4 marriages in the same day, so you can't go at all the 4 places.
That's okay. But what you're saying is your unfulfilled expectation is your
That he will
expectation.
understand.
मेरे दोस्त
That
को
he will
गुस्सा नहीं होना.
understand. गुस्सा
Exactly.
नहीं होना चाहिए. हाँ.
But हो गया. Okay,
गया,
very
हाँ.
good. So now you're doing the right action. You can apologize to him and communicate with him.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah,
Good for
in
you.
the same way, a very old customer is very upset with me because something happened, his shipment got delayed.
Mm.
Now, I can't do anything about it because things are under not my control.
Mm.
Customs, things like shipping lines are not under my control.
Mm.
But he's nevertheless upset with me. So, so I will communicate to him or at least
Yeah.
get present to him.
If
what
he's
going through,
upset, if he's upset with you, ask him to state clearly what is his unfulfilled expectation.
Yeah.
Now you'll say मेरे को तो पता है उसके क्या unfulfilled expectation है. पता होगा मगर
हाँ.
उसको बोलने दो ना, उसको अपना गुस्सा निकालने दो.
हाँ,
Because if
निकालने
he's
दो.
not,
ठीक
if
है.
he's not going to express that, he'll be more upset.
Yes.
See, what happens is
I
you
think
have
yeah.
when a customer is upset with you, a lot of times we are giving him reasons and explanations and justification कि ऐसा हो गया वैसा हो गया. So he does not experience कि you have taken his anger, so you should say, okay,
Yeah.
sir, आपको कुछ बोलना है बोलो. Let him express his anger or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because he has an unfulfilled expectation. He has,
Yes.
you have broken a promise to him,
Yeah.
right? Because of that, he's getting blocked because उसका भी कोई काम अटका हुआ होगा.
हाँ. बिल्कुल.
So उसको बहुत कुछ कहना है आपको.
हाँ. But Sukhdeep, I'm not good at it, frankly. When someone is emotionally emotionally expressing something to me or not, maybe it comes across to me as I'm being abused.
हाँ, maybe
I
you
don't know
are.
how to handle it.
maybe
Yeah.
you are. अगर बेवकूफी करोगे तो कोई चुम्मी तो नहीं देगा ना तुमको.
Correct.
I mean, if somebody is angry, it's okay. यार. You say कि okay यार मेरे से गलती हो गई. See, for example, what happened with me and my ex-partner.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it was my mistake, no? I should have not agreed to something which I did.
Yeah.
और अगर वो गुस्सा हो रहा है तो मुझे उसके गुस्से से गुस्सा तो नहीं होना चाहिए ना. I mean, why am I getting angry because
Absolutely.
somebody is getting angry? I only made him angry, na? This is like saying कि मैं I will hit my head on the wall और मुझे दर्द नहीं होनी चाहिए. अगर इस दीवार पे सिर मारोगे तो दर्द होगी ना. गलती करेंगे तो कोई गुस्सा होगा ना. So what is upsetting you more is कि you are saying I am not able to tolerate the anger and upset of others.
Yeah, like as Kunenji was saying, that is what my father had, that habit, getting very abusive, shouting at me right from the time I was younger. So now I've grown up, so now I can tell people to F you. But at that time, I had no choice. So I don't know, but it's still happening to me. There will be clients, there will be wife.
That is what I'm trying to.
me.
I'm trying to tell you how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Can I tell you? See, the thing is, somebody is angry means he's angry, no? He wants you to know you are angry.
Exactly.
So उसमें कुछ गलत है? अगर एक आदमी
नहीं, गलत तो नहीं.
हाँ, ओके. अब उसको गुस्सा आया है, ठीक है? किसके ऊपर आया है गुस्सा?
मेरे ऊपर.
तो गुस्सा ले लो. क्या हो जाएगा उसमें? मर जाओगे.
वो गुस्सा लेना मुझे नहीं आता. But I'm scared I might react.
That's a different matter. You are scared that you may react. But if somebody is getting angry at you, can you take that anger? Take it. अब अभी आप गुस्सा हो, दे दो यार, दे दो मुझे गुस्सा. तुम अपना रंजो गम, अपनी परेशानी मुझे दे दो. मुझसे गलती हो गई है. ये लो. And you will find, suddenly you will find it's not troubling you anymore.
Okay.
See, in EMC, we have taught everybody one exercise. It's called the discretion exercise.
Yeah.
You know that exercise? So what are we doing in discretion exercise? We are allowing ourselves to experience whatever is happening. अगर कोई pain हो रहा है या unpleasant feeling आ रहा है, if you allow yourself to experience it fully, it will go away. It will not trouble you anymore. And the best part is कि the other person who is getting angry with you, उसका गुस्सा भी खत्म हो जाएगा. When that person knows that you have received it and recreated it, recreation का मतलब क्या होता है? If somebody is getting angry, you are recreating his anger in you. You're taking it. कि दे दे भाई, तू गुस्सा है ना, मेरे से दे दे गुस्सा. मैं लेता हूँ यार तेरा गुस्सा, दे दे मुझे. ले लूंगा मैं. I am willing to experience your anger. So when you experience that anger, it will not trouble you anymore.
Yeah. Yes.
And that fellow is able to throw all his anger at you. वो भी हल्का हो जाएगा, अगर उसको जिलाब की जरूरत है तो जिलाब हो गया ना. So that's what you try it out. It's not so difficult.
Okay.
All right. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, enough for today. Okay, Kunan, it's your turn anyway, because you have to
add something, sir, with the situation like Abhinav ji is facing. I also do face. So normally, in that kind of situation, Abhinav ji, what I do that either I can be right or wrong. एक situation है तो उसमें या तो मैं सही हूँ या गलत हूँ. तो अगर मैं सही हूँ तो मुझे गुस्सा होने की जरूरत नहीं है. लेकिन अगर मैं गलत हूं तो भी गुस्सा होने की जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि मैं गलत हूं. तो in both cases, if I am, whether I'm right or wrong, I know I need not to be angry. So whatsoever the situation is that, again, as sir said, that interpretation in that moment. लेकिन गुस्सा मैं इस तरीके से मैनेज करता हूँ.
But एक चीज और बताऊं आपको पुणे, this is a wonderful technique that you're having because you're looking at the interpretation very nicely. ठीक है, this is a way of dealing with the interpretation. Excellent, super. मैं कहता हूं अगर आप गुस्सा हो भी जाओ तो क्या? आप बोल रहे हो ना मैं गुस्सा होता नहीं हूं, मैं कहता हूं गुस्सा हो जाओ ना। अगर आपको कोई गुस्सा दिलाने की कोशिश कर रहा है, he wants you to be angry, ना, so get angry, don't express it. Feel the anger completely. Sometimes people are trying to make you feel humiliated, right? And we don't want to feel the humiliation. Remember, you said कि अगर कुछ हो रहा है तो मुझे कुछ सिखाने के लिए हो रहा है, okay? तो अगर मुझे सिखाने के लिए हो रहा है, if it is happening to teach me something and I'm not allowing myself to experience it, how will I learn from it, right? So if I'm getting angry, let me get angry, you know. Feel the anger completely, it will be discreated. Then you will learn from that anger whatever you have to learn. Okay? If suppose somebody is humiliating you, आपको शर्म आ रही है, आने दो ना, क्योंकि आपको शर्मिंदा करने के लिए ही तो बोल रहा है वो, तो हो जाओ शर्मिंदा। थोड़ी देर के लिए आप महसूस करो उस शर्मिंदगी को और सीखो उससे क्या होता है, and then you let it go. Because all the emotions are made by Creator for a purpose, no? So why should I reject it? If I experience it, it will never affect me. Because I'm saying, ठीक है, इसको भी मैं अनुभव कर सकता हूँ. I'm able to experience this also. That is the meaning of, you know, every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of myself. I am able to experience my anger also without guilt. I'm able to experience my shame also without guilt. That way, I'm not going to be succumbing to it. आप समझे? उसका प्रभाव नहीं होगा मेरे ऊपर फिर. Because I'm saying आने दो यार, जो आता है कबूल है. आपने भेजा है ना, तो मैं ले लेता हूँ. और उससे जो मेरे शरीर में और मेरे माइंड में, if there is some changes happening in me because of that, it will be positive only. See, because whatever happens, there is no negative in it. This is what I'm beginning to see in my life. It is happening because it is happening and it is supposed to happen right now. Let me experience it fully. अगर मैं उसको पूरी तरह से अनुभव कर लूंगा, then it will not affect me so much. I will still be able to keep my cool and focus on my objectives. See, the problem with an upset is that it derails me. मेरे को अपने पथ से डगमगा देते हैं. You know, it sort of moves my focus away from my purpose. But if I am not affected, I'm able to experience it and say, okay, this is another experience. Now what? आगे बढ़ो. Then I don't waste my time. वो हो रहा है, मैंने अनुभव किया, खत्म, आगे बढ़ो. Then you can even talk to that person and say, all right, ये हो गया है, now बताइए आगे क्या करें. Otherwise, you are so angry or you're trying to avoid the anger, then you'll not speak more with him. You'll say, if I talk to him more, तो और झगड़ा होगा, and let me not talk to this person. If I talk to this person, मुझे गुस्सा आ जाएगा, or something like that. Yes, Rashmi ji.
Deepak ji, sometimes you're upset that you're upset. Like you're upset. because you're free.
That's what I'm saying. That's the worst part of it, right? This is like when I used to be getting angry. I used to get angry because I got angry. And I used to get angry with the person because they made me angry. Because my thing was I should not be angry. Then I learned that, okay, if I'm angry, let me experience my anger, no? When I experience my anger without trying to suppress it, similarly, when I'm upset, instead of being upset that I'm upset, I say, all right, I'm upset, let me experience this upset. What does it feel like it? What am I saying about it to me? What is my interpretation about it? You know, what is my unfulfilled expectation? Let me look at it. Oh, I'm upset. Okay. What is my expectation? What is the broken promise here? Where am I getting stopped? So that way I'm not avoiding the upset. I'm saying, all right, let me find out what is there in it. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you very much for sharing that, Rashmi. Oh, wait. So where is Mr. Kamal? Today, I think, yeah, we'll start with Mr. Kamal. Kamal, where are you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's have a little शायरी from
शायरी
you.
शायरी एक मिर्जा गालिब जी की शायरी थी, इसी से मिलती जुलती कि एक्सपेक्टेड या अपसेट के, जैसे कि दिले नादां तुझे हुआ क्या है, आखिर इस दर्द की दवा क्या है, और जला है जिस्म जहां दिल भी जल गया होगा, कुरेदते हो अब राख जस्तजू क्या है?
And can you translate it yourself or shall we ask Kunen Saab to translate it?
कुरियन सर ट्रांसलेट कर देंगे.
फिर उनको तो रटा हुआ होगा ये.
Kunen sir is aware of this famous one.
Of course, that is why he's laughing. दिले नादान तुझे हुआ क्या है?
आखिर इस दर्द की दवा क्या है?
And the second part I have not heard so many times.
Okay,
What is it?
उसी का एक शेर था कि जला है जिस्म जहां दिल भी जल गया होगा, कुरेदते हो अब राख जस्तजू क्या है?
Okay. Chalo sir, Kuren ji, how about the translation?
That's a very deep, powerful, meaningful shairi, sir.
Exactly.
So instead of translation, the summary is that which I would like to express in couple of lines like जो हो गया उसे सोचा नहीं करते, जो हो गया उसे सोचा नहीं करते, जो मिल गया उसे खोया नहीं करते, हासिल उन्हें होती है मंजिल, हासिल उन्हें होती है मंजिल, जो वक्त और हालात पर रोया नहीं करते, जो वक्त और हालात पर रोया नहीं करते. And also this reminds me that when you say upset, what I'm taking from this conversation today is that whenever I'm upset, I just convert into setup.
Setup, yeah.
So upset to set up, everything is fine, chill.
Yeah.
Thank
This
you.
was also supposed to happen. ये भी होना था, हो गया. So what? Now what? So what? Now what is that exactly? From setup to from upset to setup. Fantastic. Thank you. Awesome. Extraordinary. और अब आप smile करो और चल पड़ो अपने काम पे. All right. Thank you.
It was very helpful to me.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And everybody else, Rashmi, you stay on the call for a while. Let everybody else log off. So I'll see you everybody tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye, bye,
Thank
bye,
you.
bye, 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 bye. Bye, everybody. Bye, Sagar. Bye, everybody. Bye, bye. All right. Now it's only the two of us. So sorry, first of all, my apologies that I wasn't able to speak to you yesterday.
No problem.
And my request or suggestion to you is if it is a situation that warrants you to speak to me, just pick up the phone and call me.
Okay.
Okay, that's how I know it's urgent.
Okay.
Okay, because there are certain things for which one has to make the time. So unless I'm in the middle of a coaching conversation or something, I will definitely speak with you. Okay. So my apologies about.
No problems at all. Actually, Sugdeepak ji, there's an accident that happened back home. One little girl who I was very attached to, and I was also helping the parents look after her. Her frock caught fire, and she got really badly burned. And I mean, of course, once I was able to wrap my head around it, I was also in class the entire day, but finally managed to get her the help that was required. And now all the first aid and whatever's, but her burns are very bad. She got burned. She's wearing a polyester frock and they lit a fire and so she's burned neck down all the way to her legs and hand, arms, everywhere that the polyester dress was.
Yeah, it sticks.
Yeah, it sticks. So anyway, she's now still critical, but under care,
What,
under,
are they third degree burns or what?
yeah, they're third degree burns.
Oh, okay. So where is she? Which city?
Bhilai, Durg, where my parents' house was or is
Okay.
rather.
Okay, so the medical attention is there.
Yeah, so they'd taken her to the government hospital. They didn't do much. They didn't even clean her up. And then when we finally got her the medical help she required, the doctor was saying that if you'd waited another, like if you just not come to us now, she wouldn't have survived. So at least now she's getting that care and she's going to live. Hope, crossing my fingers. But it is a horrific event that happened. And I'm actually very shaken by it. I'm extremely, so I find that I have a lot of different emotions coming up. One is, of course, the helplessness of sitting here and not, I mean, whatever I could do, I've done. The second is they lit a fire because there's not enough warmth in the house. And then, the whole thing of like, the whole world is now wearing polyester. And it's just such a horrible thing. And it's such a cheap fabric. So the poor typically, so if it has happened to this girl, God knows how many more accidents might have happened around in the same context. So looking at the the session today, and saying that what is the unfulfilled expectation here that I have? And I mean, nobody's promised me a beautiful world or a world that, these accidents don't happen. So I've been actually just thinking that how do I convert this into something that is more meaningful and more.
Maybe you can launch a campaign to persuade polyester manufacturers to, educate people on taking safety precautions if they're wearing polyester.
Yeah.
See, you can't stop it because it's required, right? You can't ask them to ban polyester.
Yeah. Banning polyester will not happen.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I'll tell you, even if you're wearing normal fabric, like ladies wear polyester sarees and all that, they're in the kitchen. That one spark is enough to set them on fire.
Yeah.
Right. So there are so many things that, preemptive thinking is something which people don't do. Like, storing a lot of cloth near an electrical appliance or, where all switches are there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've seen people keeping a polyester cloth under, what do you call, that set-top box and all that. And it gets heated, it will catch fire and the whole house will catch fire. So I think maybe you could have a campaign to educate people on, safety in the house.
Yeah.
That is something meaningful that can come out of it. By the way, these people, they were staying in your house or what?
Yeah, they live in our house. They're caretakers for my mother's house while we are trying to get the paperwork completed to sell it.
So they are in the house or they're in a, quarter that you have assigned to them?
I had actually assigned a quarter to them, but during the lockdown, I mean, this boy was living in the quarter, but during the lockdown, he got married. And and this girl is actually the child from his wife's previous marriage. And then they had a son of their own. Then they moved into the house because those quarters were not enough for a family of 4. And anyway, I said, none of us are going to ever go back, and it's, it doesn't matter, at least let them enjoy the space.
Yeah, but the downside is that this carelessness could have, caused more damage in the house now. Your
Yeah.
parents are living over there.
No, my parents are no more. They are,
Okay,
Uh-huh.
nobody is in that house except these people.
yeah.
So they are staying there like caretakers or whatever. Okay, I got it. So that's why you feel so responsible for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, so that is the thing I wanted to, education is basically something that I've been looking at, and I wanted to do some more than educate on the perils of wearing polyester. I wanted to actually launch a full-blown module on sustainable fashion. The only part that got saved for her is because she's wearing a cotton underwear.
Otherwise, it could have been even worse.
Yeah, otherwise even her private parts would have got burned.
And then they don't know how to handle the fire when it happens.
Yeah.
They panic, If they had smothered her with a blanket or something, it would have gone off immediately.
Yeah. They actually put water and her whole body blistered up.
Anyway, good. So it's given you the nudge that you need to start your campaign. So that's something positive that's come out of it, right?
Yeah.
And maybe it's also a signal to you as to how long do you want them to stay in your house.
Yeah. Now there's a lot of, just focus and attention on the child, but I have to get now my sisters to act, because they're the ones sitting on a lot of paperwork and not.
Because see, the point is, if the person is definitely not a responsible one, otherwise he wouldn't have. Look, it can happen to anyone, by the way.
Yeah.
So it can be a mistake, but the way he would have. So tomorrow, if somebody wants to do kabza of that house, this fellow will be able to do nothing.
Yeah, he won't be able to do anything.
So that's an indicator also. So something good out of this has come out, no?
Yeah.
Chalo. Anything else that you wanted to speak about? Acha, this Guru Nandan's thing, you guys, is anything happening or no?
No, so that is the other thing I wanted to speak to you. Neeti had spoken to me privately. He said, can you find out what it takes to start an institute in Singapore, like if you register it in Singapore? Because then it'll be an international company. In Singapore, anything to do with education has to go through Ministry of Education. And they have a lot of checks, it's in place. So they need us to prove, submit our modules to them. Then approvals will be taken, whatever we are promising to the students, they have to, see that we are capable of. So they take education in Singapore very, very seriously, because they want to maintain a certain standard, and they don't give that license to everybody unless they feel confident that this group of people can deliver what they're promising.
Well, you know what, if you are going to go through the process of the application using the existing module of this H&M, right? We will also be able to find out about the acceptability of this H&M. We don't know much about this.
Yeah.
So this may be one good way of finding out. Number two, if you look around, this seems to have originated in Malaysia. Or some people say it's done by some Japanese doctor or not. I haven't done enough R&D in it. Maybe you can. Maybe there's some presence in Singapore also.
Okay.
So it's a good way to find out, no?
It's called Heart and Mind. is
Mind,
it?
yeah. Yeah, but it's based on this, some technology. If you can ask Guru Nandan to give you more details,
Mm.
he's licensed it from somewhere and then modified it and all that. Okay. So he says, so we need to find out what is that, where has he got it from?
Yeah.
So definitely from some Malaysian company. But if they are present in Malaysia, they're likely to be present in Singapore also
Yeah,
and Thailand also.
for sure.
Right?
Sure.
And then let's find out and see. I'll also see. I haven't had the time to do it, but I'll do it now.
So Deepak ji, I've also wanted to actually start a not a course, but more like a institute for sustainable fashion for many, many, many years now.
Yeah, you just told me. I said, this is
Yeah.
the time then you got the indication
This
from
is-
above, do it.
So it's just that it's too big a project and I cannot do this on my own to put a whole institute on sustainability out there
Hmm.
and but focused on fashion. I've done a lot of research on it. There isn't anything that's offering it. Like no one institute exists.
There is an organization called the Energy Research Institute, TERI, TERI.
Yeah, I came across it.
Yeah, so they even have a university. I mean, I have gone and lectured their students. I mean, it's a very good organization.
Okay.
Now, there is a possibility that you could, connect with them and see how, it can come up. See, the thing is, you want that to happen, not necessarily that you do it.
Yeah.
See, if you do it, then it has to go, you have to go about it one way.
Yeah.
If you want to leverage, an existing university or some people who believe, because see, TERI is all about sustainability.
Hmm.
Why don't you go to their website and have a look at it? And they're doing some really amazing work. You know that Dr. Pachauri got awarded by the president and all that.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
organization.
Okay.
They run a beautiful place on the Faridabad Gurgaon road. Gurgaon Faridabad road. It's called the Terrygram. It's a beautiful place. It's a model of sustainability. You have rooms which are cold without AC. Can you imagine that? Just look up Terry and then we'll have another conversation about it.
Okay.
Hmm?
Yeah, his daughter has been my friend for many years.
Who? Pachauri's daughter?
Yeah, Dr. Pachauri is no more, of course.
But she will be connected there, no?
Yeah, I can check with her.
First, you look at the website, then you tell her to look at this is an organization which believes in sustainability. They have a university. How can you get? I mean, I used to know the vice chancellor of it. He was a ex, forest officer, a very, very senior forest officer who had retired, and they had made him the head of that. So I'm not connected with them anymore, but you can, Terry University might be interested in doing a course like this.
Okay. Okay.
So that's one option. Otherwise, see, there could be other universities who will get interested, no? Even in Singapore, I mean, why can't you talk to your institute and see if, if you plant the seed somewhere, it takes hold.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I actually spoke to the CA about this yesterday, and to start an institute alone is like doesn't seem very feasible at all. And she was also saying that if you have the full modules ready, maybe you can offer it like a, affiliated with the existing university or a institute, and
Exactly.
but IP or your course first, and then offer it to
Yeah,
others.
so now we are talking of a course. Okay.
Like a whole module, like a 1 year.
I got it. So it's not necessarily, it's not necessary that you should have an institute. That's what you are also saying. If you make your program, then we can get institutes to offer it as a part of their curriculum. So why don't you make the module and then get it registered or something, get a copyright or register your IPR, and then we'll take the next step after that.
Okay.
Chalo, I need to go now.
Thank you
Okay.
very much for.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
for
Bye.
listening.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.